Hey guys, welcome back to Red Devil TV. Loads of reports last week, today, the weekend. Let's talk about all the things that have been coming out lately. Look, Ten Hag, it's come out today. Ten Hag is looking to do 5 signings before the transfer window is over. And right now I'm thinking, where are the signings coming from? Because for me, we are not making any signings in the next couple of weeks at all. Look. I have been discussing with a lot of people I'm close to, people who support United, people who don't support United. And look, first of all, let me just talk about some of these reports that came out last week that I mentioned in my previous video in regards to Vitinha, Eriksen, Timber. Look, Timber to Man United is dead in the water. It has been quoted and reported all over social media. That deal now is dead in the water. Why? He wanted guaranteed football at Manchester United. He wanted to be a main starter in the centre-back position, and that was never going to be guaranteed. A 35 million player will never go in front. Look, he probably... there's even questions about him even going in front of Lindelof, really. How much did we buy Lindelof for? 45, 50 million, was it? Maguire, you already know. There's even still rumours that Bailly might still stay at Man United, which is crazy, because apparently Bailly is intending to still go into pre-season. So, when you look at it, this deal with Timber is dead now. And look, I discussed it with a lot of people near me. We're chasing Frankie de Jong when you got different players out there. Vitinha was another player I was actually quite excited by. But apparently, according to Romano, we were never in for Vitinha. Apparently, we were never in for him. We were never interested in him. Ten Hag had never mentioned him. So it's like, okay, at the end of the day, we're not really missing out on a player if we were never really in for him. But why are we not into these players? Because Basuma has gone. Tchouaméni gone. Ruben Neves, I feel like, is a player who's going to leave soon. Eriksen, again, another player who apparently wants to stay in London. He doesn't want to go to any other club. But then again, he doesn't want to stay in Brentford. So there's a chance he might go back to Tottenham. So that deal might not happen either. So we're missing out on more players. Ruben Neves, Eriksen, Vitinha, all of these players that are available, we're missing out on them. Matheus Nunes at Sporting. Like, we're missing out a lot of players that really, they're cheaper deals. They can happen, but we're choosing not to. We're being too greedy at the moment. Man United are being greedy. They're going for the players that don't want to come to Manchester United, and we're trying to pull them. And even if the deal eventually happens, it's like, should it have happened? It could be a waste of money. We're talking about Frankie de Jong, a very expensive player. And look, when you look at it, Eriksen not coming. I think for Eriksen, he's got one more big contract to be had. He's on a free. We might as well take him. He's a very good player in midfield. Why not take him instead of going to Frankie de Jong? I can't believe that this deal with Frankie de Jong is still something that I keep seeing everywhere. People making videos. Oh, deal to move forward this week. Deal to progress this week. Ten Hag still with a lot of positivity about getting Frankie de Jong. Like, where is the positivity? We've seen him in a press conference say that he doesn't want to leave Barcelona. We've seen loads of reports claiming that, look, at the end of the day, he's happy at Barcelona. You know, he's flattered about Manchester United. He said it in a press conference. But I don't get why these reports are still saying, look, yeah, Man United are still going to push. They're going to maybe give a bit more money. There was 65 million. Maybe it might be 70, 75 million. I think Barcelona will take it, but it's about convincing Frankie de Jong. If Frankie de Jong does not want to leave, why are we trying to push him to come? It doesn't make any sense. I know Ten Hag and Frankie de Jong, look, he wants him back. He's played under Ten Hag, and it was successful at Ajax. But really, if he doesn't want to come, why are you begging him for? I know you have a relationship with him. Ten Hag has a relationship with him, but just leave it. Just let it go. I've discussed this with many people, and it baffles me why we're going for these players that don't want to come to Manchester United. We're missing out on players. Timber, we've missed out on Timber. We've missed out on Tchouaméni. We've missed out on Basuma. We've missed out on Vitinha. Vitinha's going to PSG. Vitinha going to PSG. Look at PSG's team. He's going to slot into that midfield very nicely. What is it, 40, 45 million? That's a deal we can make. We could have made. But apparently we're never really in for him. But why are we not in for him? We should have been in for him, really. Again, Ruben Neves, a player we'll be linked to. Why we're not going after him? Nunes at Sporting. Why we're not going into him? Eriksen, that deal. If you can really get him, you can get him. But why? We're stuck on one player, Frankie de Jong. We're stuck on him. But because we want Frankie de Jong, we're pushing for that deal to be made. You know, there's going to be less effort for other signings. There's not as much effort for them as it is for Frankie de Jong. So for me, it's quite baffling. What, you know, Ten Hag wants to make 5 signings. Where are the signings? I don't see us linked to a fullback. You know, probably the least of our worries in comparison to centre-back, midfield and a striker position. But, you know, there's talks of Henderson going. There's talks of perhaps Wan-Bissaka going. There's talks of Lingard's going to go. Pogba's already gone to Juventus pretty much. Cavani's going to go. Matic, all of these. Matic have gone to Roma now. And, it's like, if we're not going to get a midfielder this summer that we need, I would have rather just stick Matic for another year, because we're going to be one less midfielder in midfield, unless you want to bring in the youngsters next season. But to be honest, what I don't see that happening next season either. I know Ten Hag has got a good history with young players and bringing in young talent into the squad, but you look at the likes of Hannibal, you look at the likes of Garnacho, you look at the likes of all of these players. Are they really going to get a chance next season? Are they really? I'm not really sure about that, because next season is going to be a season of Europa League. I really hope we do well in that. I do want us to win that. It's Ronaldo's last season with us. He's got an option of an extra year, but really, if we do poorly next season, I can see Ronaldo leaving. He won't want to do that extra year that's in his contract. So, either way, it's one of these things where next summer we're going to need a striker anyway. So we need a striker now, and we need another striker next season. So I'm struggling to see where these signings are coming from. I'm really worried, and I have no idea where. I don't understand where the board's and Ten Hag's mind is at right now, because the priority right now should be not just a certain position, but the priority should be for the signings that really want to come to Manchester United and cost less money. When you look at Ruben Neves, when you look at Nunez, when you look at Eriksen's on a free. These players are not going to cost much money. Eriksen, lower wages. Ruben Neves, lower wages. And to buy him is going to be less than Frankie de Jong. It's just common sense. Like, it's not complicated. It's not complicated, and we're just being too greedy now. And yes, Frankie de Jong's better than most of these midfielders we're talking about. But when we're talking about Vitinha, someone who's going to PSG, is going to slot in very well. He's going to make... Look, a lot of these players are going to make a lot of these teams very fluid in midfield. And even though Frankie de Jong will come in, I don't see him being the problem solver in our midfield. I do think that you play him in a 2, he'll make it a lot more... Look, at the end of the day, with him in midfield, much more solid midfield, a lot more defensive work, a lot more, deep-lying playmaking. You're going to see a lot more being done in midfield, getting the ball off the centre-backs, bringing the ball forward, those great passes in between the lines, great. He's the pass before the assist. That's what Frankie de Jong really is, and I like players like that. Players like Ruben Neves, players like Frankie de Jong. They can play that deep lying position, and they can get the ball to the attacking players, and then they're passed before the assist, and that's important. We've been lacking last season when it comes to that last pass, when it comes to the pass before the assist, when it even comes to the assist. The last pass has been dreadful, and Frankie de Jong can be the assist, or he can be the pass before the assist. So I'm excited to see that. But if we don't get him, I don't think we're going to get him anyway. I've been saying it for weeks. So guys, let me know what you think. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.